Well, good morning. It's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Just past 7 o'clock. It's going to be a cold one today. We're dealing with some rain on and off today and some rain-snow mix with a high of 40. Later on tonight, cloudy skies, 60% chance for some rain-snow mix. Accumulation could be around an inch with a low of 25.
I'll believe it when I see it.
If you're watching on our live stream, you can see Ken's costume.
Are you wearing a costume?
So I have a costume. I have.
Oh, look at you.
There we go.
Oh, that's perfect.
Just a simple
Don't
costume.
tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what it is.
A simple costume.
There, smile. Okay. There, you're nice.
Wait, no, I gotta do the Heisman pose.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Do that. Nice. I like it.
All right. So you can see that on our live stream of our costumes. Yeah. Can I guess now?
No, not until we get on the live stream.
Okay. Well, we're on the live stream.
Off the air on the live stream because it's exclusive. And then we'll come back and tell everyone else what it is.
All right. People can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your guesses in. Feel free to comment on our live stream, but
my phone won't open because of my costume.
Oh yeah. You got the thing on there. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what's happening in the news this morning. It's brought to you by our friends. Are you going to be able to do the news like that?
I think so. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens.
WSJM News is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See gomichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Happy Halloween. Despite some pushback, the Renaissance Athletic Club in Benton Harbor is pushing forward with its request for a tax exemption so it can perform major renovations. The Benton Harbor Planning and Economic Development Committee heard last week from Cornerstone Alliance's Zach Vaughn, who said the city previously created a commercial rehabilitation district for the club in preparation for the improvements.
Now that we are ready to approach the commission to request the actual abatement, we wanted to come before the Planning and Economic Development Committee to share a little bit more detail of the activity that will take place.
The RAC is planning to upgrade the locker rooms, the parking lot, the shower area and steam room, plumbing, tiling, HVAC, and electrical systems. It's about a $250,000 investment that will mean, they say, about 4 new jobs. City Commissioner Juanita Henry questioned whether the 4 new jobs is enough to justify the tax break.
When you give somebody something and they don't give you anything back, I have a problem with this. This is a private company that is not giving anything back.
Committee Chair Dwayne Seats said the club has met all the city's requirements and is making a real investment. If the city commission grants a tax abatement to the club, it will freeze the organization's tax rate for a period that's not yet specified, so the club can recoup its investment. The committee moved the matter to the full city commission and will consider it there. A sign in support of Israel that Congressman Tim Walberg had posted outside his Washington office has been vandalized. Walberg tells us he had a sign that said, "I stand with Israel," posted in the lobby area of his office. However, it was vandalized with 2 red handprints last week. Walberg says it would be difficult to carry in supplies for something like that without being noticed, so he has an idea of who could be responsible.
So we're assuming it was an inside job, some staff person. I don't think it was a member of Congress that did it. I certainly hope not. But nonetheless, it was done, I think, to make a statement that they didn't appreciate my stance on Israel.
Walberg says despite his free speech being threatened, he won't waver in his support for Israel.
I stand firmly with Israel and will continue to do so, and wish that some of my colleagues would ratchet down their, I would say, hate speech for Israel, ratchet down some of their misrepresentations of what's going on. I think that's only causing some of the foment to take place in our communities.
Walberg says he had another sign put up, and the desecrated sign is also still hanging there. Despite pressure from opponents of Israel, Walberg says this only strengthens his resolve. The next 5-year capital outlay plan for Lake Michigan College is approved and now online. LMC Director of Facilities Management Sarah Vanderveen tells us the plan considers all college facilities and the need for improvements to them through the year 2029. One major priority, doing some work at the Mendel Center.
That is a project that is on our radar in the next couple of year outlook. We would like to probably phase that. And the report doesn't go into a lot of detail about what our plan for that is, but it talks about the importance of why that work is coming.
The report notes the Mendel Center, built in 1978, is the region's largest performing arts center, hosting tours from all over the world. Some of the needed improvements there include upgrades to stage lighting and the acoustics. Vanderveen says the report anticipates a few other improvements.
We completed a West Campus study master plan of how our athletic fields work and the amenities that we offer for students there. And that is mentioned and kind of reflected in some of the work that is noted on the horizon, that we recognize there needs to be an investment in updating our athletic fields.
However, Vanderveen says overall, the plan notes the majority of LMC's facilities are in good condition. The Board of Trustees approved the plan last week. We have a link to view it on our website, WSJM.com. And the Bridgman Courtyard Project has won an award from the Michigan Municipal League.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that nice? The city says the courtyard effort was given the Community Excellence Award at the MML's convention in Traverse City this month. The courtyard is an outdoor space on Lake Street for concerts and other gatherings. It was developed by volunteers and supported through crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Very nice.
said, this is a good idea. Let's fund it. And they did. At the MML convention, all 4 finalist communities for the award presented their projects as Bridgman stood out with bridging our community with the Bridgman Courtyard, led by Tara Heiser of the Greater Bridgman Area Council for Growth and Advancement. Other communities in the running were Port Huron, Westland, and Coldwater. Bridgman's booth featured a 6-foot-long bridge that attendees were encouraged to tag, to graffiti up.
Cool.
Tag your town is what they called it, creating what they call a statewide piece of art. The bridge that's all tagged up is now displayed at the Bridgman City Hall, along with the Community Excellence Award trophy. Bridgman City Manager Juan Ganum said the award highlights the community's commitment to nurturing imaginative, sustainable solutions that make life better for their Bridgman residents.
I love it.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
We'll catch up with sports here in just a little bit, and also get your guesses in on what Ken's Halloween costume is. In just a little bit, we'll reveal what that is, not only on our live stream, but then on the air as well. Let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
On the attack in northern Gaza, Israeli forces on the ground and in the air attacking Hamas militants. ABC's Ian Pannell reports from Tel Aviv.
They've put in more troops, infantry, tanks into northern Gaza in more than one point, it appears, and they are slowly kind of encroaching.
All right. Good morning, everyone, on our live stream. Do you have your guesses in on Ken's costume? Mine's pretty easy.
Hello and good morning. Yeah, let's look at Johnny's, and if you have a guess of what Johnny is, register it either on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll see the comments there.
Yep.
I know what it is.
Yeah, pretty easy.
I can think of what it is.
Yeah. It was one of those stuff around my house. What do I have? Okay, let's go with that. But also I was thinking about the weather and how cold it is. I didn't want to have like tights on or something.
So the costume has nothing to do with the cold weather, but Teresa, I am not Batman, but thank you. That's a good guess. I think it's the mask.
Not Batman.
Yeah, not Batman. So it has nothing to do with your costume. Has nothing to do with the cold weather, other than you're dressed for the cold.
Just dressed for the cold. Yeah, it's functional.
Okay.
Yet works for a costume.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of both. So I know, at least I think I know what it would be. I was very close.
Yeah. What was your first guess?
My first was newsman.
Yeah. Because if you can see the close up here.
Yeah. You got to get a closer look here at the, yep. Oh man. Hopefully no one had breakfast yet.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you got to get the detail in there. And I appreciate the detail, because what this did is that this is something that had, there's the big clue right there. Right there. Yep. I appreciate the thought.
Hey, Bill.
I appreciate the a little bit of one of those that you need to think about it just a little bit. As the person guessing, but also I appreciate the thought that you put into it, because you were like, you know what? This is something that makes sense for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just, you simply could have shown up as oh, I am a newsman. I am just, and you just show up in your regular clothes. But, and same thing for me. I'd be like, I'm just a radio guy. That's what I am, a radio host, and just wear headphones all day.
Yeah.
No, you put some thought into it, so I appreciate it.
Did you have any fun Halloween costumes during the pandemic? When we were all doing Zoom and that kind of thing?
Say that one more time.
Did you during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Did you have any Halloween costumes that you put on specifically for Zoom meetings?
Good
let's
question.
Say?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I think I did. So I feel like last year, I can't remember.
Yeah,
it was so long ago.
I remember one I did, and it was a motorcycle helmet, which I had anyway, and a leather jacket. And
okay.
What was I? I was a motorcycle rider. Yeah, I didn't put much effort into it.
Did you change the Zoom background at least?
No, I should
like this.
I don't think at the beginning of the pandemic they had many backgrounds.
No. Yeah. Bill says, "Hey, bet we're going as a snowman now."
You should be a snowman now.
I should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely dress for the weather for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I considered wearing the winter coat today.
Should I reveal it yet, or should we wait for any
go
more
ahead.
guesses?
Go ahead.
Should I? Okay.
Yeah.
I am.
If you didn't guess it already,
if you can see this, I'm breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Are you breaking news man or just breaking news in general?
Well, I mean, because everything here says news and it's a mask, so it's kind of like B&E, breaking and entering, breaking news. But I thought I would give an additional hint of the breaking news.
Now I see it. Yeah.
Is that what your guess was?
My first thought was newsman,
right?
And because you wore a mask.
Yeah.
And then my first thought was breaking news man, still superhero-esque.
Yeah.
But no,
nope, just breaking news.
Just breaking news.
Yeah, I'm breaking news.
Okay. I like it.
Thank you.
You need like a beanie and like a striped shirt, so you could be like a burglar.
Oh,
breaking news.
But,
people say they're like, it's like simple costumes you have around the house.
Teresa was going to guess that.
Yeah.
You would have been exactly right.
Very close.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, oh, if you have this around the house, like, do you have a striped shirt? No, I don't have a striped shirt like an old burglar. I don't have that.
The Hamburglar.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right.
Subscription required.
A little bit of sunshine this morning, but becoming cloudy with rain and snow showers this afternoon. High temperatures will be between 35 and 40. As we head into tonight, rain and snow showers, some light accumulation on grassy surfaces is possible. We drop to 25. And then tomorrow, rain and snow in the morning, then some sun and a high of 42. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning.
Good
You're having a
morning.
great start to the day.
Happy Halloween. Just a reminder, if you do have any of the little ones, the ghosts, ghouls, goblins, witches, angels, superheroes, Big Macs, I don't know what else they're dressed as this year.
Right.
What do you think the big thing is this year?
The big popular one?
Yeah. Maybe I should Google that. Here, let me Google it.
I
real quick.
think it is Paw Patrol.
Most popular costumes 2023. Paw Patrol. Why do you think it's Paw Patrol this year?
Because that's what kids love these days, man.
Really?
Everybody's into Paw Patrol.
I think everyone's going to be Taylor Swift and
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
For adults, I think yes.
Yeah.
But
ooh. What do you think number one is besides Paw Patrol? Because that's not on the top 10.
I'm not sure.
Barbie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear Barbie was a thing.
Number 2 is Princess. Number 3 is Spider-Man, which was probably in the top 10 when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Number 4, Witch. Number 5, Fairy. Wednesday Addams still making the list in 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
When was the last time her Netflix thing had a new season?
They have a new one coming up, I think.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Number 7 is a dinosaur. 8 is a cowboy. 9 is a ninja.
Okay.
And 10, rounding out the top 10 list of costumes for 2023, a bunny.
A bunny.
A bunny.
I mean, a bunny's pretty classic. You put the bunny ears and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
We were so busy trying to figure out our Halloween costumes that I forgot that I'm supposed to call Sarah Spoonholtz. So, Sarah, are you there?
I am.
Okay,
I've
good.
been
Funny if
quietly
you
called the
listening
wrong
to your
number.
conversation
Okay,
about Halloween costumes.
Yes, we were talking about Halloween costumes because we were busy revealing the costume on our Facebook and our YouTube that I was like, we got to get back to the show. Oh, wait, I got to call Sarah. So let me get her on the phone real quick. So
I
I'm
was
trying to
actually texting you like, did I miss
yeah.
something? Are we not talking today?
No, definitely talking today. I was trying to get all the things all lined up and everything going on behind the scenes that I was so busy, but I did not forget about you. Sarah, you have been very, very busy. First question for you. You
Yes.
had that chamber day yesterday at the Monday night football game. Did you go?
I did not.
You did not go. All right.
I did not.
All
I
right.
did watch the game until about third quarter
Okay.
last
Yeah.
night, though.
You lasted
So,
longer
yeah.
than I did, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a really cool thing that you guys did with, and that was through the was that through like the Michigan chamber and all the chambers around the state were able to come over to the Detroit Lions because you did 2 different games throughout the season.
Yeah. So we did a preseason game, and then we did the obviously Monday night football
Yeah.
game last night. But actually, that was directly through the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
But it partnered multiple chambers from across the state. The Jackson Chamber, they actually did the special meet and greet last night with everybody, the networking portion of it. So everything that I've heard back from everyone who attended, though, they were super excited and happy that they could be a part of it, and they got to head over to Detroit for the night.
Very
I mean,
nice.
what an awesome opportunity the night before Halloween to
Absolutely.
be at the Lions game.
Got to ask you now, second question. What is your Halloween costume?
I am going as a chamber staff member.
Oh,
Come
come
on.
on, Sarah.
You can't do that.
What does
No.
that even look
No.
like?
Yeah.
So I do have, and I think I'm probably going to wear it today. I have some cool skeleton earrings
Okay.
and like a Day of the Dead shirt. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to wear that today.
Yeah.
I did not plan it out. It's also my dad's birthday today. So he is 84. Oh, how old is my dad? He's 84 today.
Oh, happy birthday.
So, yeah. So, I mean, Halloween has always been like, okay, yeah, go have fun, dress up a little bit, but also we got to celebrate dad. So
There you go.
Does he
There you
like
go.
having his birthday on Halloween?
I don't think he cares at this point. He's 84, Ken. I mean, really.
I mean, but he's had 84 different birthdays
Yeah.
where he's had to share his birthday cake with Halloween treats. And he
Right.
probably gets a Halloween themed cake, whether he likes it or not, every year.
Mm.
You did that to him, didn't you?
Yeah. My dad's also diabetic, so really a little bit of
So,
that.
yeah.
So we don't talk about cake. All right. Don't talk about
Wait,
cake.
that's like the worst time to have a birthday,
Right?
Then. All that temptation.
Oh, well.
Oh,
well, happy
man.
birthday to your dad.
Yeah, that's pretty
Happy
awesome.
birthday. No candy, no cake.
Yeah.
Here, go enjoy your day. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, though. So he's
Life.
happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
Other things going on with the chamber. What are you guys up to?
We have so much going on. One of the big things that we announced on Friday, which was National Civics Day, Ken, I know that you will appreciate that, especially, is the fact that we are actually partnering with the Michigan Chamber and the U.S. Chamber Foundation for a National Civics Day to get middle school students specifically interested in civics and also just to get people in general interested in civics. So this is going to be a really cool opportunity. The competition won't actually officially happen until 2024. It'll happen in the spring for our local competition. Once I get the date finalized for that, I will happily share it with everyone. But the essay portion opens up for middle school students, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in 2 weeks on November 13th. So they have through January 8th, I believe it is, to write a 500-word essay to get submitted. From there, judges will review it and pick our top 20 contestants. The top 20 will then compete for a chance at some cash prizes for first, second, and third place. First place gets $500, and they'll be able to go and compete with the Michigan Chamber against 6 other chambers, which is pretty cool. There's only 6 of us in the state of Michigan who are doing it this year, and then about 100 nationwide who are doing it. So the Michigan Chamber competition, that'll happen sometime before the end of summer next year. That's a chance for $1,000 for first place. And then the first place winner from Michigan will go on to compete federally for our national title and a chance to win up to $50,000 next fall. So it's pretty cool, kind of a big deal. And we're really excited about it. You know, Statistically speaking, 68% of even adults don't even know the three different departments or three different branches, I should say. They keep calling it the wrong thing. People are like, yes, sir, you're kind of one of them, right? Of government. So this is a great opportunity for us to kind of build some excitement about civics, get the younger generations involved, but also give back too. I mean, that's some serious cash money that they can use towards college educations or certificates or trades training, whatever they want to do with it. So we're really excited to partner with them and really excited for that to launch in a few weeks. We also have nominations for our annual meeting, which will be happening in February. That's going to run through November 15th. So you've still got about 2 weeks left to nominate your favorite businesses, small, large, nonprofits, individuals who are really making a difference in the community so that we can honor and recognize them in February among 500 of their fellow peers. And then we've got some great networking opportunities coming up, partnering with the South Haven Chamber and their Young Professionals group for an upcoming mixer on November 9th at Three Blondes Brewing in South Haven, which, I mean, if you need an excuse to go up to South Haven to enjoy, this is definitely a great opportunity for you to do that. But then also Business After Hours on November 16th down at Four Winds in New Buffalo. So we're just really excited for all the great things that we have left in store this year. And then what we have been able to announce so far, got a lot more great things in the hopper, but for the great things that we're able to announce to start off 2024.
Yeah, I saw you guys were just at the Tabor Hill estate tent just the other day.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was
I had
so
some
amazing.
FOMO, man. I was like, oh man, I missed it. Dang it. If you're like me and you forget about some of these things that are on the calendar that you guys have coming up, how do we keep track of some of that stuff, Sarah?
Yeah, it's super easy. You can follow us on all of the social media avenues, channels, whatever. SMR Chamber should take you to the majority of them. But also you can reach out to us, Jasmine specifically, if you want to get added to the newsletter, whether it is Young Professionals specific or if it's the Chamber in general, so that you can have all the information and get reminders too about things that are coming up. We're happy to do that, member, non-member. And of course, if you are not a member and you want to learn more about what the Chamber can do for you and how we can help your business, especially heading into the next year, we're happy to sit down and talk to you about that.
Fantastic. Well, Sarah, again, happy birthday to your dad. And thank you so much for hanging out with us for a little while.
And happy Halloween, whether you like it or not.
Enjoy it.
Chamber worker.
All right.
I want to see your costume.
I will go Day of the Dead.
There you go. There you go.
I like it.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you here in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Here in a few minutes, we'll catch you up with news, sports, and your Bloomberg Market Minute is next.
At Sturgis Bank, it's our people that make the difference. Meet Jen Postello, mortgage lender for Van Buren County.
My husband and I own a Christmas tree farm that we've had at our house for over 30 years. Red Creek Tree Farms in Lawrence. I've had a lot of my clients that I've worked with have come out to see me and buy a tree and take a ride on the tractor, and it's a fun family thing for people to do. I've been in banking my entire career. I've been in it 40 years now. I've been in South Haven the majority of that time. The people that work here are wonderful, and a lot of them I've worked with in the past. Love the employees here and the products that we have to offer. What's really fun is because I've been doing this for so long, is that I've worked with so many people several times where they've bought a second home and then they've refinanced, and now I'm working with their kids and their grandkids because I've been doing it so long. So that's really fun.
Sturgis Bank. Let's grow home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's a nice piece.
Yeah.
Oh, still have Sarah on the oh, there
Not
we
anymore.
go. Oh, there, look at you. That's magic.
I wanted to make sure that your breaking news
was back again.
Right and back in right proper order.
See, this says news and it's broken.
Breaking news. Yeah.
Breaking news.
There you go.
Or breaking and entering news.
Yeah, breaking and entering news. Now that's not good. Let's get to some of our comments. A few people wishing happy Halloween.
Does anyone put up Halloween decorations at their home? Yeah, absolutely. We break out the different colored candles, little paper plates that have ghosts on them.
This is all inside.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not setting up like dinner for ghosts outside.
Outside there's a skeleton, maybe a couple of skeletons, some body parts laying around.
Really? You go that far, huh?
Yeah, they're not real body parts.
Yeah.
They're just fake.
We Yeah, hopefully not. Got some real problems. I'm pretty sure the sheriff's department will be showing up at your house.
Yeah.
So then you switch over immediately to go to the Christmas lights, or do you stick with the Halloween stuff for a little while?
Let's make sure that we get this straight. I'm not in charge of the exterior decorations.
Okay.
So I go along with it. I help where I'm needed.
Yeah.
And I respect the calendar. So
all right.
And maybe I'll put in some input every now and again.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling
Yeah,
brave.
of course you will. Are you sure you want to do that? I imagine decorating with Ken can be a bit of a challenge.
What if we just put it over there a little bit more?
Is that the decision you want to make?
Are you sure you're
Are you
do
sure
that?
you want to do that? Yeah, that's what
Colored
you'll do.
lights,
You won't
huh?
even say anything. You'll just go, and then you send an email later.
Yeah.
I had some thoughts.
I've been thinking long and hard about this. Do you have decorations up right now?
We have a little bit. What we did outside, we had little like skeleton body parts. Like we had a couple skulls and some arms that looked cool. So we did, and some that were actually made for the garden. So they had little stakes on the end.
Nice.
So we have a little garden bed right in our front yard that we have skulls kind of climbing, skulls and hands coming out. So the skeleton looks like he's buried. So yeah, just a little bit.
Nice.
And then we, of course, put very festive like mums. We've got the big mums. So the mums are starting to die. So that makes it nice and spooky.
Yeah.
And then we have some pumpkins.
Oh,
not jack-o'-lanterns, but we just have pumpkin stack.
Gosh, we totally missed the jack-o'-lantern thing this year. And this is probably the first year in a long time I've not done them.
Really?
Yeah. Just ran out of time.
I have not carved a pumpkin in a very long time. Surprisingly, because I have 13 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
None of them have really asked for, hey, can we make jack-o'-lanterns?
I wonder if that's a fad that just kind of, or a trend that has gone out, or tradition.
My nephew's coming over, my nephew and my niece coming over to my house to do trick-or-treating to help pass out candy. So maybe at one point he'll want us to carve a pumpkin.
Do you have a reciprocating saw?
I've got a really nice drywall saw, nice and sharp.
It's powered?
No, it's hand. It's very sharp. It would get through that thing, no problem.
Okay.
I also have a big like Japanese saw. So yeah, I think
I use my reciprocating saw to carve out the hole, and it no time.
Yeah.
And fewer nicks in the fingers.
Right.
So that feels good.
I've got a big circular saw, so I could just go.
I wouldn't. Nope.
It's got the safety guard.
Don't
on
do
it.
that. Don't
That'd
do
be
that.
all right.
Yeah, those things scare me.
All right, let's get back to the show.
All
right. All right, where were we? Hang on. There we go.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
All that excitement of Halloween, I was pushing a button and then I pushed a button too fast.
Uh-oh.
So
what happened?
There you go. I played something too quick.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, good morning, everyone. It's just past 7:30. We're looking at a pretty nasty day for Halloween. Perfect for trick-or-treating with a raincoat, because we're going to have 60% chance of rain and snow mix, high 40. Later tonight, we're looking at cloudy skies, more chances for some rain snow mix, snow accumulation up to an inch with a low of 25.
Wow, the temperature went down a couple of degrees since the last time we checked. It's now 32.
Oof. I'm not ready for that.
Yeesh.
But I am ready for what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, happy Halloween. I'm Ken Lundberg. Some of the stories we're covering locally for you. With Proposal 2, new voting rights for Michiganders now in effect, there will be several changes to elections in Michigan. You won't see them overnight, though. Berrien County Clerk Sharon Tyler gave a presentation to the League of Women Voters of Berrien County and Cass County last night to explain what the changes are and what they mean for each township, village, and city clerk. The biggest difference is at least 9 days of early voting in all state and federal elections, and that will be allowed statewide. Tyler said in Berrien County, the county will staff the polls for those 9 days next year, with 56 workers at 2 different sites. There will be no early voting in Berrien County for next week's elections, though, because those are all local, not countywide or statewide or federal. Tyler said first early voting elections in the county will be next year's presidential primaries that come in the first quarter. First and second quarter, yeah.
All right.
So Election Day is just a week away, and it will be relatively quiet for voters in Cass County. Here's a quick preview. There is one school bond issue there and some uncontested city races. School officials in Decatur are asking for an $8.3 million bond for building projects. And in the city of Dowagiac, the clerk and all 3 council races are uncontested. Election Day is next Tuesday, November 7th. So if you're a Cass County resident, if you happen to be in that Decatur school district, look for that on your ballot. Otherwise, there's not a lot to get out for in Cass County next week.
I don't have any in Niles.
Really?
Yeah. And St. Joe just has the city commission.
Yeah.
And that's about it, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy vote.
Easy vote, but make sure that your voice is heard.
Yeah, make sure you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And reminder to keep an extra eye out today for ghosts and goblins, ghouls, superheroes running around. It's Halloween. Oh, I guess Barbie too, because that's the #1 costume, Barbie. Be careful of Barbies out there. Local law enforcement reminds you to be aware of a lot more pedestrian traffic this evening because of trick-or-treating. And some costumes might mean that kids, they have their eyes covered, can't see you as well. So just be aware of that as well. And also try not to party too hard. Get a designated driver because the police will be on the lookout for you.
Too much witch's brew, not a good idea.
Don't do
not
it.
good for you.
Absolutely. Say it again.
Too much witch's brew, not good for you.
Yes, thank you.
Confucius say.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
We'll get to sports here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. An independent report on the Oxford High School shooting has been released. The report from Guidepost Solutions says the Oxford High School shooting by Ethan Crumbley was avoidable. The more than 572-page report says events leading up to the shooting should have alerted officials at the high school that the shooter was a threat. Crumbley faces life in prison. Striking Detroit casino workers looking to bring more attention to their labor dispute will head to Lansing today to call on state leaders to support their fight. About 3,700 workers walked off the job 2 weeks ago after their labor contracts expired at midnight the previous day. With tentative auto deals in place, what will that mean for the price of a Big 3 car? Eric Gordon, business professor at the University of Michigan Ross School, says that in the short term, this will be great for the auto workers, but he doesn't know if that will help you. I'm Beth Fisher for the Michigan News Network.
Vietnam War era veterans served honorably, and now the state of Michigan wants to honor you with a recognition certificate. This recognition certificate is for qualifying veterans who served during the Vietnam War era, currently live in Michigan or lived in Michigan while serving, and were honorably discharged or released under honorable circumstances. Get a recognition certificate for yourself or a loved one at michigan.gov/Vietnam certificate. Brought to you by the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency.
All contractors working with Michigan businesses can win more projects by including energy-efficient rebates in your proposals. These rebates are provided by Michigan utility companies for contractors and customers completing construction projects using energy-efficient equipment. DNV, our local sponsor, can help you start your rebate journey. Visit dmvtradeally.com to learn how energy-efficient rebates can help you win more bids. That's dmvtradeally.com.
More bloodshed in the war between Israel and Hamas in northern Gaza. The region is under attack by Israeli forces in the air.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
You could be breaking news man if you just had a cape.
Oh, the cape. Should have had the cape.
But no, the breaking news, I like that. But breaking news man could be another. Maybe if you go pick up a cape, if you have a party or get together, maybe it could be breaking news, man.
Or I could just get like a garbage bag and cut it in half.
Because I will say, if you have trick-or-treaters coming up, it's a little bit of a deep costume to guess it. Yeah, they're just going to be like...
The adults will get it.
Are you Zorro?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, I don't understand.
Okay, breaking news.
Are you a TikTok? What are you?
You're breaking news. Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, yeah, you're news director? Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Bill's talking about his dog. What's going on?
Yeah,
there?
we were talking about decorating for Halloween. Bill's what he's done. His dog has dug some really big holes, so he put headstones in all the holes.
That's
Great
smart.
idea.
Yeah.
Functional.
Yeah.
And festive.
Dual purpose.
Yeah. Covers up the holes so you don't have to worry about them until you don't have to worry about them at all, because once you clean up the Halloween decorations, the snow will probably fall. So then the holes will fix themselves. Is it too early to think about Christmas decorations and things like that? Have you are you guys immediately switching over to Christmas decorations? Is Stephanie one of those that's like, all right, once the holiday is over, we switch?
No, I don't think so, because we've got to. I mean, Thanksgiving feels like kind of the time when all that gets strewn about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You
guys big Christmas
we do a string of lights around the front, outside of the front porch gutters. So we kind of do that. I don't go all the way around the house. That's too much work.
Do you have to hang that?
Yeah. It's not that hard.
Okay.
I do a step ladder about 6 foot or whatever, and then I just do that. Jocelyn doesn't like it because I stand on the top.
Oh, don't do that.
I have good balance.
There's a sign. I have good balance.
I have good
Famous
balance.
last
I used to work in theater where I would be 40, 50 feet in the air
Mark
on
my words.
a ladder or a lift. So I'm
Johnny
fine.
will be in a body cast after hanging lights this year.
No, I got one of those. What's the big the ladder that can then convert into like a scaffold or whatever?
Oh dear. One of those things.
It's one of
like
the
a
big
painter's ladders.
Yeah, it's one of those big metal, heavy duty ladders that you can go. You can be like the regular ladder on both sides, or you can do a full extension to where you can get to like the top of your roof.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it's heavy though.
Okay.
Good for cleaning out gutters because it is very strong.
Yeah.
Doesn't move around a lot.
Uh-huh.
But I usually just stand on top of that.
Oh, okay.
So it's strong, and it doesn't say don't stand on top of it. But she usually gives me a hard time, like, don't do that. But no, I just hang the gutters, hang them up on the gutters, so it's not too high.
Colored lights or white lights?
Colored.
Okay.
They're colored lights, and they're solar powered.
Oh, that's
because
smart.
the nearest plug is like all the way on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
For outside. So we just do solar.
How do they do?
Great. They last usually until the morning.
Okay.
Like by the time when I wake up in the morning at 4, I can look outside and usually see them.
Oh, you sleep until 4?
Oh yeah, man.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I don't have to put all the news together. I just put all the other stuff together. No, I
see. I like white
you
lights.
used to be able to sleep into 4.
I used to sleep in. Yeah. But I love mornings, so I love getting up, especially because I get coffee.
Getting up before the sun is so difficult. I mean, we do it. We love it because we do it for our jobs, but it can be tough, especially when it's super dark like it is every morning now until, March. But it could be in the summertime. It's not bad because once it's like 5 o'clock, the sun's starting to rise already. So you're already feeling good. But yeah, man, when it's dark outside, it's tough.
Oh yeah. No. I've always been an early riser. I do remember, excuse me, one of my community college teachers, professors, whatever, saying that enjoy that early morning time because if you're the only one up, just enjoy it because that's you time.
Ooh.
And you get to just kind of do whatever you want, think whatever you want. It's nice and quiet. A lot fewer distractions than there are during the day.
Yeah, you time seems like a good idea. My neighbor, on the other hand, does that.
Oh.
But the you time that they get involves letting the dogs out.
Oh.
And I love my neighbor dogs.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. They're super cute. But my neighbors, they're great too. They will get up early though, and they'll let the dogs out, and the dogs will just be barking, and that usually wakes us up. Like Jocelyn usually gets to sleep in a little bit, but she's usually up by like 5, 6 o'clock because they have their time, but they let the dogs out as well. So they kind of have that routine. So the dogs are out for a little bit. So yeah, they get a little barky.
That's not good.
Yeah. So it's a little fun. Then it wakes up the neighborhood. So that's good. We got a lot to get to here on the show still. As if you're watching on our live stream, you can see that Ken has his costume. I have mine.
You have your costume on. Can I guess? You are the. Shall I guess it?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, you are the bounty man.
No, not bounty.
Is it not bounty?
Brawny.
Oh, brawny man. Same thing. But not same thing.
Yeah. So I'm like brawny, or I could be Johnny. My name is Johnny Brawny. Get it? But I have some. The great part about this costume is that it changes with the prop. Any prop that you have, you can be that, because you can say, okay, well, give me an axe. I'm a lumberjack.
Well, see, and I thought you were a lumberjack going in, and the brawny man is a lumberjack, I think.
I believe so. I've never seen him with an axe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's probably somebody on the commercial.
Maybe he works in the mill, and if part of his job is turning that wood into paper to then become paper towels. Maybe that's his job. Maybe he's down the line a little bit. He's not milling them into boards. He's just making them into paper towels. So that's my thought. That's my thought of the origin story of the brawny man.
I'm looking it up here to see if there's anything. You know, I see a brawny woman.
I did see that. They did do a brawny woman.
Yeah. There you go.
And the brawny man has changed over the years, of course, with the style. He went from like having a mullet to like now. I don't even think
mullet.
Yeah.
He had a mullet?
I don't even think he has a beard now.
Oh, he's got a clean face.
Oh, yeah.
On 94.9 WSJM.
Well, good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We were just talking about our Halloween costumes, which, people are probably wondering, why would people on the radio have Halloween costumes and why would we care? Well, since we do the show on a live stream every morning from 7 to 8, you can see our costumes. So it's a visual medium now.
Yeah.
You are breaking news.
I am breaking news. So if you've not tuned into the live stream, shame on you. The video live stream, we have it up every day just for you. But anyway, if you didn't do that, I've got a bunch of, I went on the internets and I found a bunch of news images.
News outlets.
Just where it says news, like NBC, ABC, CBS, etc. And I cut them in half in a zigzag method, and I pasted them all over my chest, and I'm breaking news.
Yeah.
And I have a mask on.
What I appreciate, too, is that you're resourceful because you did not have what would be most ideal would be a safety pin.
Yes.
You did not have safety pins, so you're using paper clips, which you're using the office supplies. So,
yeah. Stephanie doesn't let me play with safety pins because I cut myself.
But there's safety.
Well, but they don't. I still find ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah.
You know why they're called safety pins, right?
No.
Well, I think because before they used to just have, for like baby diapers and stuff like that, they just had pins.
Ooh.
So to keep yourself from getting poked or the baby from getting poked, you got that. That's why you got that little squeeze release thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So there you go.
That makes sense.
I am the brawny man.
Yes, you are.
Simple and easy to really, you wear your plaid, which is basically every Midwestern's uniform. And then the cool part about the outfit is that 1, it's stuff you already have on hand. 2, it changes with the prop because you can wear the basic plaid shirt, red plaid shirt, jeans, and boots of any kind, and you can be a lumberjack with an axe. And I even thought instead of paper towel, I could have toilet paper, and I could be the Yooper Pooper.
Ah,
yeah,
is that a thing?
I just thought of it this morning.
That's pretty good.
The Yooper Pooper. I have a long drive to get to work every day.
Yeah,
and I think a lot. That's my thinking time and reflection, and usually it's thinking of jokes and thinking of things to say on the radio. And today was the Yooper Pooper.
Okay,
so grab a roll of toilet paper. You're the Yooper Pooper.
We have some in the office bathroom here. You should just grab a roll of toilet paper and go around the office and see if people can guess it.
Yeah,
I like it
because everyone will guess. Oh, you're the brawny man. No, I have toilet paper now. So this is a different prop. So I'm the Yooper Pooper.
According to generative AI, the brawny man is the face of brawny paper towels, and he's been the mascot for over 5 decades.
Wow.
50 years. The brawny man is a symbol for rolling up your sleeves and getting tough jobs done. Hence the paper towel thing. It's also, he's known for his manly mustache, his red flannel shirt, and his barrel-chested appearance.
Yeah, but they changed it.
They did change.
I believe the current Brawny Man does not have a beard.
He doesn't have any facial hair. That's right.
Because they at one point went no facial hair. Then I think they went to a beard.
Yeah.
And then I think they went back to the no facial hair. They had a woman at one point.
2016, they had a woman.
Which that was cool.
Yep.
But yeah.
And the Brawny Man's slogan is "Stay Giant." That's all I got. Stay giant.
Stay giant.
I think it's because it has more sheets per roll of paper towel.
And it's a big roll.
Yeah. Yeah. So stay giant.
Yeah. They need to go back to the go back to the drawing board on that one. Speaking of news and AI, I saw this. Your thoughts.
Yeah.
New York Times posted a full-time opening for an editor, and some people say it's signals the end of civilization. So what they want is someone to oversee its new AI newsroom, where robots will write stories instead of, well, humans. Breaking news, man, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, you think about it, what is it that they're going to have AI do? And sometimes depending on what service you subscribe to, because at the bottom of this, if you want to know what's going on with AI, follow the dollar.
Yeah.
Where does the dollar go? And in some cases, you can pay for a service that allows you to put raw information in, and it spits back out per your parameters what it wants. In the New York Times case, I assume they want an editor to say, okay, how are we going to use AI? What's an appropriate use of AI? Hopefully they're putting policy in place that says, okay, you can feed your story, your interview that you've done into AI and get back a story, but you're going to have to go through and proofread it and make sure that it is exactly the intent. The thing that we're using AI for is to save us time on that. So I wonder, how are they going to use it? Is it going to save time? Is it going to dictate what they cover? I think not.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is it helping to build the content in a more efficient way, a way that a reporter would do anyway? It just saves some time so they can work on more stories or do more interviews or whatever. But as far as what they cover, that will be a key. So I think they're making a big kerfuffle over a lot of nothing there, but it is good to see that news organizations are thinking about this new tool and how to use it.
Yeah, it makes sense to me as well. The position will, they say, oversee experimental reporting by artificial intelligence. The job, 180 to 200 grand a year.
Yeah, I should put my resume in.
So not too bad. You make a very good point, because that job especially is you gather a lot of the information, and then once you gather, you have to spit out a story. You have to work on that. So if there's ways to speed up certain processes, makes sense. But of course, you would think that they wouldn't just rely on, okay, hey, sports department, your AI, political news, your AI, local happenings, your AI as well. And it's just one guy in a room making sure that everything's right. I doubt they would do that, because they would probably get a major lawsuit at some point of, fact checking, or their facts are wrong and all these different things. So, some oversight, human oversight of AI in all aspects.
Well, and
I think makes sense.
Absolutely. And I did see that the White House, President Biden, has signed an executive order on what they're calling safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence. The president issuing what they call landmark executive order to ensure that the United States continues to lead the way in seizing the promise and managing the risks of AI. And so the executive order directs new standards for AI safety and security. Among those, requiring that developers of the most powerful AI systems share their safety test results and other critical information with the U.S. government. So making sure Skynet isn't getting out of control here. If AI starts saying, hey, take over the world, they'll report that to the government. Also, another executive order element, develop standards, tools, and tests to help ensure that AI systems are safe, secure, and trustworthy, and protect against the risks of using AI to engineer dangerous biological materials. So that's kind of scary.
Wow.
That they even had to put that in the executive order means it's probably already happening somewhere. Yeah. So they also have some standards in here to protect Americans from AI-enabled fraud and deception, establish an advanced cybersecurity program to develop AI tools to find and fix vulnerabilities, and also order the development of a national security memorandum that directs further actions on AI and security. That's a curious one because it feels very ambiguous, amorphous, but it has to do with national security and AI. So
yeah,
keep
national
your eye on the
security and
horizon
AI
there.
all together,
Right.
and important things like biohazards and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
There are also stipulations in there to protect privacy, to protect civil rights. There's some of that in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Consumer rights. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in this executive order. I'm sure Congress will look through it and decide what they're going to like and not like as far as they
Yeah.
think about what legislation to propose.
Interesting stuff,
Yep.
but not sure when that New York Times AI stuff is going to start happening. I think in some cases may already be being implemented, but as
think?
far as looking at a new story written by AI, you'll probably be able to see that here pretty soon in the New York Times. All right, well, we'll get to your Moody on the Market update here in just a couple of minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Let's face it, working in business can be tough these days with staffing shortages, supply chain issues, economic challenges, and the list goes on. The South Haven Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to be inspired at Summit 2023, Inspiring Business Leaders, Friday, November 3rd, 8 till noon at Lake Michigan College, South Haven. Keynote speaker Wendy Block, Senior Vice President of Business Advocacy for the Michigan Chamber, will update you on what's coming out of Lansing and how to become a change agent. Kara Gordon Warren will share the uplifting story of how Gordon Food Service has grown from its
All right. What's everybody going as for Halloween this year? I'd love to know. Let's see. What do we got here? Teresa says, my mom used to own a store in St. Joe. The name was Your Favorite Things.
Oh, nice
I
play
like
on
that.
words there. Yeah.
She would put Christmas decorations up the next day after Halloween, but she wouldn't put Christmas trees up until after Thanksgiving. All
That's
right.
a good plan. And they were probably live trees.
Yeah.
So they last that whole month.
Pretty cool thing happening at the Antique Mall down in Niles. They actually got all the old decorations from the town from the past like 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And they're going to decorate in there. So that's pretty
that's
cool.
nice.
Yeah. All right, let's get to your Moody on the Market update.
More Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, look no further than MoodyOnTheMarket.com. Our team of contributors always on it. We've got our Moody on the Move series as well, and we have our awards program, which includes Bold Women of Business, which I believe that awards ceremony is coming up here very soon.
Nice,
because we've seen in our live stream some of the things starting to pop up.
Ooh,
over
they're doing
there.
prep work.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're getting themselves ready for it. So I don't know if it must be sometime later this week. It's not tonight, is it?
No, it can't be.
Yeah, they've got Halloween parties and stuff like that. Unless it's a Halloween party. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll check with Zach about that. But lots of things going on at MoodyOnTheMarket.com. Your update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
With Michigan's Cybersecurity Awareness Month in October coming to a close, the Michigan Department of Treasury is reminding Michiganders to be cybersecurity aware and prepared to fight tax-related identity theft. Cyber criminals are constantly using new tricks and tactics online to obtain personal information so they can fraudulently file state income tax returns and claim refunds on behalf of unsuspecting taxpayers. Often the taxpayer is already a victim of identity theft when a cyber criminal attempts to claim a state tax refund.
Yeah, they say vigilance is really the key to fighting cybercrime. That's what Glenn White says, who oversees Treasury's Revenue Services program. He says, always examine the calls, emails, and texts that you receive to ensure that they're from a verified source. If you have questions about your taxes or suspect that you may be a victim of tax-related identity theft, always feel free to contact them for assistance.
That's right. And to be cybersecurity aware, here are some hints and tips and tricks that they give you. Only connect to the internet on secure, password-protected networks. Don't just do it from your coffee shop. Don't click on links or pop-ups Don't open attachments or don't respond to emails from individuals that you don't know. How many times do we have to say that?
Oh my gosh.
Don't click on attachments unless you know exactly where they're coming from, that you were expecting that kind of thing. If you're unsure of the email sender, type a website name by hand rather than clicking on an embedded link. Oftentimes, those tricky little things, they can hide the email address to something and make it look like, oh, this is Amazon.com.
Yep.
Nope, it's a fake site. Then we have a ton of other ways that you can protect yourself. Share those with friends and family. It's on our article at moodyonthemarket.com. Again, cybersecurity, you have to stay vigilant because they're always doing new things to try to take your money.
My motto, trust no one.
Trust no one.
Honestly, at this point, and with all that stuff, you just got to be overly vigilant as much as possible. But you can check out our website. It's definitely secure and a lot of great information there. moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Download that for free.
Yep.
And your Moody on the Market update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. We'll catch you up with news, sports, and a whole lot more next.
We're watching over you. IMS Insurance Management Service.
All right, that about does it here. Let's check our comments. Teresa said to follow up on that. As we
they
were
were
talking
artificial trees.
Artificial trees.
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right. Fair enough.
Yesterday, Jocelyn was like, "Hey, we need to get a Christmas tree." We because we were
She's
talking about
this yesterday.
Well, yeah, she was like, "Well, we need to find a Christmas tree. Hey, this place has this artificial Christmas tree for this much." And I was like, and I waited. I was in the other room and I waited like 2 beats, and then she finally was like, "Oh wait, didn't we buy one last year?" What we did is one of the stores had a after Christmas sale on the simple pre-lit artificial Christmas trees, because we go out of town for Christmas usually for like a week. And so we were trying to figure this all out of what do we do? You know, we've done the real Christmas tree, but usually when we get home, it's a mess because it's all dried out and it's needles everywhere. So we found a artificial Christmas tree. It's like a little 6-foot basic one. And we decided, okay, we'll buy that, and we'll buy that now, and we have it ready for Christmas. It's been under our bed for the entire year, and she totally forgot about it.
Never been assembled.
Never been assembled.
So
Still
this
in the
is
box.
The first time. Okay.
Still in the box, and I looked at the box yesterday, and it said easy to assemble.
Okay.
So stay tuned on that one. Maybe I'll do a opening the box reveal kind of video or something like that to show everybody how easy, how quote unquote easy it is. Because I remember when I was a kid, we had one that was color coded, and they were like each branch had a little paint on it, kind of like a nail polish thing.
Okay.
But the colors were so similar.
Yeah.
Like you had one that was like, wait, is that brown or is it black or is that rust? I don't know. So it was difficult.
They were laughing when they made that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, brown, black.
Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have brown and like, it was like a dark brown too. It was like, if you looked once, you thought it was black, but then you looked again and you're like, oh no, that's brown.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, we'll make them the same size too. Roughly the same size. Not like we'll make the smallest one brown and the biggest one black. So you can definitely putting them two together. You're like, okay, this is the one they're supposed to be together.
See, that makes the case for the real tree. You got to get the real tree.
Yeah. I done the real tree, but we thought, hey, let's try the, because we have a very small, I bought a plant, Christmas tree and had that, and that sits outside, and then I can get a fake one and do that.
Okay.
But
that's nice.
All right, we got to get back to the show. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you